Well, they did win here in this building. They beat the Lakers here earlier.
Griffin reposts.
Tough shot. I mean, tough shot. You're talking about two very physical.
Shoots the mark, and Jordan rebounds for the Clippers. He has Blake Griffin behind the pack. He'll drive, he'll score, and get fouled by Granger.
And Blake taking notice of whoever takes him down. That was Danny Granger who committed the foul. It didn't affect Blake at all, except kept him from dunking it. But this was an unbelievable pass by Baron Davis. The guy's running straight ahead away from you. You see how soft he threw that? Well done.
Game. Griffin has 5 early points. Ball's knocked away, taken by Baron Davis. Clippers have numbers, 3-on-2. Baron all the way to the basket, lays it up but not in. Griffin the rebound.
Wow.
He scores with a right hand over the right shoulder with his back to the basket and gets fouled.
I mean, come on. He ran right down the center of the floor. He was hoping for a pass, but I actually liked the decision by Baron. Nothing really materialized, and then look at the rebound. The rebound set it up, and then he makes that shot.
And he banked it in to boot.
He made that shot.
Oh, me, oh, my. And he completes the three-point play, and that's Clippers find themselves down by 6, 18-12.
Couple of good plays, though, here. The effort by Griffin. He's off. Has to be another one there. Drew Holiday coming on that list. That's 7 guys.
Well, I tell you, this guy Blake Griffin is just setting new standards.
You know, we've talked about him being local. I used to hate that when my head would run into the net and it would blur my vision. Jack Ramsey, his father-in-law, was on Rick Pitino's staff.
2 more for Griffin, plus another one. He has a dozen.
You know, I was talking to none other than Larry Bird before the ball game, who's here, president of basketball operations. And I said, what do you think of this Griffin guy? And as Larry, who has one of the best senses of humor you ever will come across, it just never came across as a basketball player. He said, I don't know, this kid may have a future. And then we got serious, and I said, have you ever seen anybody like him? And he says, I can't say that I have. I said, anybody that powerfully built jump that high? He goes, no. And, you know, then he just went on and on about the team and how well the Clippers have been playing.
Clippers are down by 5.
Still a good quarter for the Clips. It figures to be another great ball game. U.S. Marines leader of the game.
Blake Griffin had quite a quarter himself. Goes glass and bounces softly through the net. He has 15 himself. Ranger. There they are, one-on-one. They run to the goal, the basket, and the foul.
Well, you just saw the best of both from each guy. Granger may have an advantage out away from the floor, so he took Blake out to shoot a three-pointer, and Blake just posted him up, squared up, little contact, but this is a tough shot. Goes over the corner. It's like one of those Mike Smith horse shots.
He was 1 of his first 10 yesterday. He's 7 of his first 9 today. Aminu to the basket.
My goodness.
Griffin said, you guys are going to throw it to me. I'll have to go up and get it.
How often do you say it's like a man playing among boys when we're talking about NBA guys? And they're shooting well, but every time they look up, Indiana's scoring quicker. Well, I want to go ask Larry Bird at halftime what he thinks now.
I mean, the coach, Jim O'Brien, was saying, you know.
Collison for the Pacers and Blake Griffin putting on a one-man wrecking crew. 22 points for Blake. His dad was ticked. He was an engineering major at Bradley. And obviously chose that school for more than just basketball purposes, for academic reasons. Look at the performance Blake's putting on.
Oh, man. 24 points for Blake Griffin. Made 10 out of 12 shots. There's the son of the longtime Clipper coach and general manager. Nice job by Hansbrough, taking it away, but then throwing it away.
Hello.
Blake will put it away.
You know what's funny there? Hansbrough made that play.
Rebound, good offensive rebound by Ryan Gomes. Griffin spinning, driving, scoring in spectacular fashion. Fans can hardly believe their eyes. He has 28 first half points.
He just tied that 28-point half he had against the Knicks. Worth another look. Watch this. This is after an offensive between his legs before the spin.
Man, oh man, watch it in Expo. You almost have to really appreciate the sense of balance that he has there.
And that happened in like
tied once again when they come back.
.28 here against the Pacers.
Hard to believe it's the same guy, but a little bit different defensive setup for the Pacers versus the Lakers. Neither team playing real good defense in this first half, but Blake being pretty efficient. 12 of 14 from the floor, getting good looks at it, some easy ones, but then plays like that are what's setting him apart in this league.
Blake Griffin, 28 points, the best he's ever scored in a half in the NBA. The best is still yet to come for him, as we know. And Baron Davis, 9 first-half assists, but the Clippers trail by 3.
Sometimes it just happens like that, where the ball's bouncing your way, where you get in spots you want. And what I really like is the efficiency. We touched on it earlier, 12 of 14. So you don't need a ton of shots to get your 28. You get 14 field goal attempts. You make 12 of them, and then you're 4 of 4 from the line. Don't you get the feeling, too, Mike, that he's starting to come on at the line?
the defense has been just electric. It's been terrific over the last even 13 games, averaging about 103 points per game and shooting a high percentage. But Barron has been setting the table. It's helped that Blake's made every shot that he has thrown up, basically.
Gordon and Jordan and Griffin and Gomes out there. Beautiful bounce pass inside, and Griffin scores again on the feed from Gordon. The Clippers are down by 1.
I mean, Hibbert's just going to jump straight up. There's lots of contact, too, there for no foul called. But Blake, certainly the one over Mozgov is where he got all the highlights going.
I mean, we're debating it, and you could pick up several others. Look at this. Look at this. 32.
They do not have an answer for it.
Gordon drops it to Griffin. Griffin against Posey.
They're trying everybody now.
Doesn't apparently. He'll go to the free throw line now.
You know, it was interesting. Phil Jackson yesterday after the game, in his post-game comments, said that Blake Griffin played. I think part of that was strategic, too. We talked about it yesterday, how Vinny Del Negro brought in 3 guards and spaced the floor and allowed.
Well, now you got 30 teams. Griffin makes 1 out of 2. What a game he's had.
From the very get-go, that rebound I thought was just his best play. And then, of course, he followed up with that spin move on Foster. But he's been all over the glass. He's made everything go into the goal. And then he's thrown in just a wide variety of jump shots in this ballgame. Straight away, on the side, using the angle.
Mike.
Time for our Land Rover game summary. Blake Griffin putting on a show, folks. 36 points, 12 boards. He's been terrific from the get-go as we've tried to find the player who Blake most resembles. It's almost impossible. You see him scoring and scoring at will. This afternoon, he can score, he can pass, look at him make a play. On the break, behind his back, finds the three-point shooter. I know you and I.
Gordon, the screen from Griffin.
Shoot it.
Okay. Why not? 38 for Griffin. Up a shot a moment ago.
Well, they run the little pick and roll. He catches it here. Foster recovers.
Oh, what the heck?
Right in front of Coach O'Brien.
He's just got to be having a nightmare watching him play.
Oh, he tried to tip in his own miss. He got it back.
+1. A motor unlike anybody else in basketball.
And a quest for the ball. I mean, he just doesn't give up.
He has 40.
Watch him step through. He almost makes this. He almost tipped it in. And look, the ball's free. I'm getting it. Oh, yeah.
What a treasure.
Oh, baby. 40.
The MVP chance. And as Michael and Don were pointing out earlier, it's not all that far-fetched. I'll bet he's invited. He'll be invited any place he wants to go. Trying to complete the three-point play. He has 41. He had 44 earlier this year. That's an all-time franchise rookie record. Made 17 of 22 shots.
You'd think he'd be exhausted.
Clippers to ever score over 50. Griffin makes them both. 2 minutes to go in the game. Clippers by only 3. Griffin. The sweeping right-handed hook shot.
And
A new career high and a new franchise record for a rookie.
it's incredibly tough to get elevation on a running hook shot. You know, you don't gather and go up and explode. You're moving laterally.
Self-motivate. He's remaining very calm over the last 3 timeouts, simply saying, hey guys, we need to shut them down and make baskets. That's what he would like his team to be doing, but so far it's working for the Pacers, and Darren Collison got.
And Blake Griffin had a game for the ages. 47 points, 14 rebounds, 47 points on 24 field goal attempts. The final score, Clippers get the victory, 114-107. Clippers Live starts right now. Dane Blanton standing by with who else? Blake Griffin.
Blake, 47 points, the most points scored by any NBA player this season. Was your mindset tonight to get a hot start? Because yesterday against the Lakers, only 2 points in that first half.
I just wanted to come out and execute in the beginning, and luckily, for me, it just felt good, right out of the gate. And, my teammates did a great job. We did a great job of coming back in the second half and finishing the game out.
How nice is it, and what does it say about this team finally to back up a huge win yesterday with a win today against Indiana?
It's good. I mean, that's what we got to do. You can win the so-called big games, but if you don't win games like this, it doesn't mean anything. And once we start getting more, once we start getting better at that, obviously the better we'll be.
How nice is it to have a teammate like Eric Gordon? He puts up 30 yesterday, yet he doesn't make the headlines. It seems like you guys are all so selfless.
Yeah, I mean, Eric's done that for us all year. He's, he's our, leading scorer, and he does it every night, no matter what. So, anytime you have a teammate like that, it takes pressure off the rest of us, because we know he can score almost at will.
Congratulations on the win, Blake. Blake Griffin, that is the 27th double-double in a row for Blake Griffin. 33 overall on the year as the Clippers back up yesterday's Laker win with a win over Indiana. Michael?